fabulous show to share with you today. My name is Kristen Misley. I'm the director of the show. I also teach choir here at Forestview Middle School, and we've just had a fantastic time working together. My partner in crime right now is backstage. Her name is Jessica Motes. She's the band teacher here at Forestview Middle School. I'm so thankful for her. I could not have done this without her making sure everything is happening in the right order. These students have worked really hard. I'm going to keep saying that because it's the truth. They keep working. Every student signed up for Forestview Middle School Drama Club through Community Ed. And every student who signed up got to come to auditions and were assigned a part, which is really cool. So here in this production, we see students 5th through 8th grade from all sorts of backgrounds and abilities and ages and sizes. So you'll see lots of really exciting things during this show. Just a few housekeeping things, though, as we go into here. The first thing is, please try your best to only enter and exit the space between scenes. You'll know when those are. That's when, like, the kids aren't talking, right? Please double check that your phone is either off or on silent. We've got the sound cues handled up here, so we don't want extra ones. And please refrain from flash photography or recording. I've got Mr. Ollie here recording for us today. Thank you so much, Mr. Ollie. And I'm willing to share that with you guys, don't worry. After curtain call, which is the end of the show when they're bowing, our students are going to come down here into a photo opportunity pose because I know you're going to want to take a picture. So feel free to take pictures during bows and feel free to take pictures during their photo opportunity. Tonight is our last night of the show. We're super excited. We performed it this morning for 5th graders. And tonight is the last time, so they're going to have to do strike after the show. Hopefully, 10 to 15 minutes. That's all I'm hoping from them. But that does mean I'm going to steal the actors right away after the show, after our photo opportunity, and then I'll give them back as soon as they give me my stuff back. Okay. We have to say thank you to a few organizations who helped make this possible. First of all, we have to thank Community Ed for giving us the green light and saying, go ahead, start a program that hasn't happened at Forestview Middle School before. We're very thankful for them. We also have to say thank you to Brainerd Public Schools Foundation for their generous grant that helped us take our costume and props collection from nothing to something, which is really exciting to start something here at Forestview. And then finally, we want to thank Central Lakes College Performing Arts for letting me raid their costume shop to fill in all those gaps that we needed filled in, which is really exciting. You're going to see why in just a little bit here. We couldn't do this without the support of families and educators offering items that they have in their collections and to help complete our show. And we also want to thank parents and friends who have given their extra time to be the extra adult in the room or to help us sell tickets. We couldn't have done it without them. Finally, we want to thank the custodians for making what is usually a lunchroom into this beautiful space for us to use today. And we want to thank you guys for letting us steal your friends and family for hours each week so that we can create a show for you guys to see. So thank you so much for coming, and please enjoy channeling Grimm.
Tangled isn't a fairy tale.
It's basically the story of Rapunzel.
It's Disney's version of Rapunzel. And it's great, but trust me, there's no mention of floating lanterns or the cuddly duckling in the Grimm version, and no one breaks out randomly in Tucson.
Maybe that's why they call it the Grimm version. Rapunzel is so much better with lanterns and singing.
No, not Grimm as in depressing, Grimm with 2 M's as in the Brothers Grimm.
Whatever, same difference. So what do you have to do for this depressingly grim assignment?
Supposed to be studying fairy tales to find modern-day applications of the central themes of the clever stories of the Brothers Grimm.
Snore! What does that even mean?
I guess Mr. Jacobs wants us to link fairy tales to our own lives in order to apply the lessons from the stories. But how can I do that when all of these stories were written
version. They didn't even have streaming in the 1800s.
Jamie! They didn't even have television in the 1800s.
Right! I knew that.
Do you see the size of this book? How am I going to read all of these fairy tales, then write a paper by Monday?
Just do what I do. Watch the movie version instead.
And I already told you, the movies are nothing like the original versions. Trust me, there's not a whole lot of happy ever afters in this book.
Really?
Cinderella, the bird picked out the stepsister's eyeballs, and Rumpelstiltskin, he tears himself in two.
No way. That is awesome.
I'm never going to finish this assignment.
Here, to help bring things into focus, you can use my favorite educational tool, the TV. And I'll take a look at this gruesome book to see if I can find anything helpful. Deal?
TV is your favorite educational tool?
Don't knock my methods. Besides, this is no ordinary TV. It's magical.
Magical?
That's right. My fairy godmother gave it to me.
You have a fairy godmother?
Did I say fairy godmother? I meant aunt.
What do I have to lose? This is a weird remote. How do you trace them on?
Hit the big red button.
The one that looks like an apple?
Apple. Yes.
Alright, let's see what's on TV. Huh. Apple TV must have changed their logo for Halloween.
That's weird. Halloween isn't for months.
Here we go.
The shark bite look is out.
That's not a shark bite. That's a chuck bite.
What?
You know, Lord Dunn, a chuck bite. You didn't give me any scissors, so I'm working with what I've got.
Project ball gown, Chuck. Not project excuses. I'm not a judge, but I say clean up the hem.
But Lord Dunn,
Get it done!
I'm trying, but you keep interrupting. He's not telling you to get it done as in complete the dress. He's telling you to get it done. D-U-N-N, like his name, Lord Dunn. It's his catchphrase. Is that why he says it every 5 minutes?
Designers, you have 5 minutes till runway. I repeat, 5 minutes till runway.
I beg Baxter, everyone to make magic things down.
What do we have from here, Fairy Godmother?
I'm going for the royal. Look at this design.
Intricate technique, detailed embroidery.
It's a masterpiece. Thank you, Lord Dunn.
You really got it done with this. It's fabulous.
I just want to make sure the prince is mesmerized by Cinderella when she enters the ball wearing this gown.
I think you've succeeded. Tell me, what's your secret?
Can't go wrong with magic. Seriously, she gets a magic wand. We're all just working. Easy for you to say, all I've got are some sharp teeth and a useless tail.
Got any more tricks up your sleeve that you'd like to show me?
I'd rather save them for the runway.
Good thinking. Runway. Time's up, designers. To the runway. Let's get it done. Cinderella, stepmother, thank you for judging this episode of Runway Magic. Tonight, our contestants had the challenge of creating Cinderella's gown for the Prince's Ball without the use of traditional sewing tools.
How creative. How ridiculous.
Chuck, you're first.
Great. I wanted to create a gown that would highlight Cinderella's simple beauty while emphasizing her appreciation for nature.
I think it's simply charming.
You would say something like that. You boys have a soft spot for woodland creatures.
What's not to love, stepmother? They're all so kind and helpful.
Maybe to you, but not so much to the rest of us. I asked you, my friends, running around posters just once, but did they listen? Of course not.
Why don't we get back to the gown? I think Chuck added some nice details along the neckline.
You need those wildflowers. They're tacky. No one's wearing florals these days.
Well, I like it. I'd wear it to the ball.
No, you won't, Cinderella. You'll be home cleaning the house, like always.
We'll see about that.
Well, Chuck, I think our judges can agree you really got it done this time.
Every time. what's he coming?
I love the silhouette.
Yes, it's not something to see every day, that's for sure. And now for the big reveal.
Those shoes, they're stunning. Now that's getting it done.
Seriously?
I know what dress I'm wearing to the ball.
Neither. We're sticking lentils out of the ashes all night.
I might surprise you and make it to the ball after all.
Good luck with that.
I don't need luck. I have friends who care about me and will do anything to help me achieve my dreams. Well, judges, do we have a winner?
We interrupt today's program with day 36,524 of Slumber Watch, and Briar Rose, known throughout the land as the Sleeping Beauty, is still fast asleep. Tomorrow will be precisely 100 years to the day since Briar Rose first fell asleep. Will tomorrow be the day the curse is finally lifted? Will Briar Rose's prince come and wake with a kiss? Follow WGRM Fairy Tale News for all the latest updates.
I hate when they do that.
Do what?
Interrupt the show I'm watching with some ridiculous news update. If I want in the news, I just look at my phone.
That's the only thing that disturbs you about what we just watched?
I think so. Was I supposed to be disturbed by something else?
Did you not notice it was a Cinderella reality show send-up? What was that?
A mouse and a fairy godmother were designing ball gowns. That tracks.
I don't know. This whole thing is weird.
Weird can be good. That's why you're friends with me, right?
Right?
Then trust me. See what else is on. Maybe you'll stumble on another show that will boost your paper.
I hope so. Cotton Courtroom, Part 34 for the trial for Granny versus the Big Bad Wolf. Granny has made the unusual choice to represent herself, while the Big Bad Wolf is represented by none other than Prince Charming. We now join the court reception.
So what I'm hearing is that you saw the big bad wolf barge into my house, attack me unprovoked, and swallow me whole. Is that correct, Mr. Hunt?
Objection! Leading the witness!
Sustain.
Let me rephrase. In your previous testimony, you stated that when you cut open the belly of the big bad wolf, you found me completely whole, just as I'm standing before you now.
Yes, that's correct. And even then, might I just say, your hair was on point. I just couldn't imagine why a bloodthirsty wolf would rather bother a sweet old lady like yourself. Objection, Your Honor!
It's Your Majesty.
Excuse me?
I am your king. You should address me as Your Majesty.
But you're also the judge.
That's right. I'm the king and the judge. King Judge. I don't know why it's so hard to understand.
My apologies. Objection, Your Majesty.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that the witness's testimony is prejudicial.
How so?
By using extraneous details such as calling the wolf bloodthirsty. It is quite enough to say that he swallowed a person whole.
Overruled.
But Your Honor, Majesty, you're such a wise and powerful king and judge. Surely in your infinite wisdom, you can see that my mind is not getting its fair shake here.
I don't know about that.
Is that a new set of robes, Your Majesty?
Why, yes, they are.
I thought so. They make me look 10 years younger if I do say so myself. Maybe it's just your rosy complexion.
You can't change the outcome of this trial by turning on the charm, Prince Charming.
I wasn't.
Stop right there. I know exactly what you're doing. It's that infinite wisdom. It's that infinite wisdom helping me see right through guys like you. If you don't want to be held in contempt of court, keep your remarks to the case and not to my wardrobe.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Do you have any other questions for the witness, Granny?
No further questions, Your Majesty.
Does the defense have any questions for the witness?
None, Your Majesty.
You may step down.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I saw the huntsman!
Stop what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
So what? I'm just a huntsman doing a civic duty by sharing testimony.
They're trying to frame me. They all
I
are.
have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, Judge, the defendant is harassing me.
It's you who's harassing me, huntsman. You've had it out for me ever since I believed that the heart you really brought back to his room from a little boar.
That's good enough
what you mean.
Prosecution, next witness.
The prosecution calls Little Red Riding Hood to the stand.
Well, that's so great.
I hope you don't mind, Your Majesty, but I brought along a few treats that I baked myself.
How thoughtful of you.
May I pass them out before I give my testimony? Everyone here looks a little tired and cranky, and there's nothing better to fix crankiness than a sweet treat.
By all means.
One for you, one for you, one for you, and one for you. One for you. There's a big old meaning.
Is she serious?
Objection!
Defendants can object, only the lawyers can.
Really?
What'd you say? I couldn't quite get that. Sorry, Mr. Charming, I have no idea what you're saying.
The rest of the treats are for you, Your Majesty.
Why, thank you. Ooh, chocolate chip, my favorite.
I put those in there special for you.
And we control them.
Oh, yes, of course. Little Red, please take the witness stand.
Aren't you master who can tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You are, aren't you?
Of course.
That's what you're saying. Oh my, these are delicious.
My own secret recipe.
Your Honor, Majesty, you can't be swayed by charm, but you can be swayed by cookies
mattress, in which case I recommend the name of a high-qualified chiropractor.
So come on down to Mattress RS for the best deals in town. Just offer me, Queen Gertrude.
Or me, Princess Madeline.
We'll make sure you leave here with a mattress that'll have you sleeping happily ever after.
Mattress RS is not responsible for any mattress malfunctions. Once they leave the castle, mattresses may contain little green peas. It is highly recommended that any pizza crust and croutons embedded may not be eaten. Mattress RS is located off Route 1 near the Dragons Lair, just across the large moat.
I was actually thinking of getting a futon for my room.
Maybe kind of without pizza crusted drill stains, just a thought.
I'm getting either way.
That's all a waste of time. Big Bad Wolf on trial, we both know that didn't happen in the original Red Riding Hood story.
You're right. But maybe it should have. Now that would have been an awesome fairy tale.
And that commercial, that was clearly referencing Princess and the Pea. But the Grimm brothers didn't even write that story. Hans Christian Andersen did.
Actually, the Brothers Grimm did originally include Princess and the Pea in their original fairy tale collection. But later removed it when they discovered it was written by Andersen.
So you're a reader now.
I'm still looking for those gory endings you mentioned, but don't worry, TV is still my go-to homework helper.
Well, I have yet to see anything on TV that could help me write my paper.
Then choose something else. This is streaming. If you don't like what's on, there's a ton of other content to choose from.
If you say so.
In a world filled with imminent danger, a girl with hair of gold sits alone, brushing her not at all chemically enhanced hair,
It's mine, really. It's natural.
waiting for the day that her prince will come and rescue her.
When, oh, when will my prince come and rescue me?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
That must be him now.
Will her prince make it to the top of the tower?
It's gotta be a way to get up here and climbing hair.
Tell me about it.
Will true love ignite her spark between a helpless dreamer and her prince?
Hey, I never said I was helpless. And this ain't no prince.
Boots at your service.
Will anything get in the way of their date with destiny?
Right?
Hairball. This spring, gather your family, journey to the theater, and prepare to climb to new heights in the all-new movie masterpiece about a girl trapped in a tower and the cat who rescues her in Hairbrain. Oh, here comes another one. Coming soon to a theater near you.
I won't do it, Father. You can't make me. Now, Gwendolyn, sweetheart, we talked about this. It's only 2,000 pieces of straw. That you want me to somehow turn into gold? I don't know why that's too much to ask.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's going to get.
If you just spin the straw into gold like I promised you could.
And how exactly am I supposed to do that?
Ta-da!
Really? You show up in our home, unannounced, and all you can say is, ta-da!
Who are you and what are you doing in our home?
I don't give my name to just anyone. Anyone else have a problem with this? No, just me? assistance.
Oh yeah? How so?
I can spin that straw into gold for you.
You can't? Oh, thank you, sir. You don't know what you've done for us. You saved the day. Name your price. I'll give you anything. Anything I tell you.
Dad! Yes, sweetheart? Have you ever heard of keeping the upper hand in the negotiation? Speaking of hands, could you...
Oh, sorry.
Tell me, what did the king promise you if your daughter were able to spin that straw into gold for you? Yes, Father, tell us. What promise did you celebrate your one and only daughter?
Oh, nothing much. Only that he would marry you and make you his queen.
Father, are you serious? Be the queen, you're the best, the absolute best. Okay, Mr. No Name, you can spin that straw into gold for me. Tut, tut, we don't have a deal just yet. Need your price, I'll give you anything, anything.
Was that the upper hand of negotiation you were talking about, Gwendolyn?
Speaking of hands, could you... Oh, sorry. My price is your firstborn child. My firstborn, what now? Child. If I'm going to spin this straw into gold for you, I'm going to need you to hand over your first... No, but I don't want kids anyway. Have you seen where they stick their fingers? Ew!
But you may change your mind. Isn't there anything else you want?
No, I want the kid, and that's my final offer.
Seems severe. Only offer.
Fine. To show you that I'm a nice guy, if you guess my name, I'll spin that straw into gold for you, and you can keep your first kid. The kid I don't want. Right. Fine. Is your name Steve? Beauregard? No. Did I already say Steve?
Man, this is gonna take a while.
Rumpel will be right back after these messages. Is someone trying to blow down your house?
Or trick breaking in and making themselves at home. Let boys at Pig, Pig, and Pig handle all your big woes.
I came home to find 3 half-eaten of porridge and a yellow-headed venison in my house. Sure, I could have just kicked her out and made some more porridge, but I wanted revenge. Pig, Pig, and Pig took my case and we went to the court. Then the judge took my case because my lawyer slept in and missed the court date.
That kind of service is the Pig Brothers guarantee.
At the end of each workday, I'd make sure that all my shoemaking materials was put away and that my hollow shop was locked up tight at the end of each workday. Yet every morning I'd wake up and find complete pairs of shoes on my workbench. It's been weeks before I figured out that a couple of elves were sneaking in and making shoes. Pig, Pig, and Pig took my case. Not only did the judges dismiss the charges, but I had to pay those elves 2 weeks worth of wages for the workday done.
That kind of care is the Pig Brothers guarantee.
Was it Pig, Pig, and Pig trying to build a case against me? They're stealing from the giants? Those guys are a joke. Sure, I took the hen, the bag of money, and the heart, but those Pig brothers were so unprepared, the judge sent them to jail for contempt of court. I walked out with the loot, and now I'm suing those Pig brothers for defamation of character.
Another Pig Brothers guarantee. So, for all your legal problems, call lawyers at Pig, Pig, and Pig. We'll do everything to make your tax bills disappear.
And if we can't help you, well, we'll try not to make things worse.
That's the Pig Brothers guarantee.
A fee of 20 pounds of slops is required to retain any legal services. Pig, Pig, and Pig is not responsible for any defamation lawsuits that might incur as a result of legal representation. Clients of Pig, Pig, and Pig should know that it is unlikely they will win any legal disputes at any time. Come on, guys, these actual pigs we're talking about.
They couldn't even keep the big bad wolf from blowing down their house.
When you think about it, aren't they the perfect choice to represent victims of breaking and entering? They know exactly what their clients are going through.
Huh. I haven't thought of it like that.
No! No one rationalizing these insane commercials. Are you sure this is even a normal remote? It keeps selecting channels I've never heard of before.
Looks fine to me. Then again, we have so many remotes around here, I have no idea which one does what.
Maybe it's time for a universal remote.
Is that a remote that helps you see into outer space? Because if so, I'm down.
Just find something else to watch.
Attention, grab the Joe, requesting permission to change channel.
Welcome back to Who is the Fairest One of All? The game show that answers the eternal question, who is the fairest one of all? Tonight's contestants are a mother-daughter.
Correction? She's not my daughter, she's my husband's daughter.
So, stepdaughter?
I guess, but can't you find another label to assign us?
Very well. Tonight's contestants are a fair maiden and the jealous queen who married her father.
Really?
Put your hands together for the evil queen! And Snow White! Now keep it going for the host, who's always reflecting, the looking glass, who's never afraid to share an honest opinion, our hostess with the mostest, Magic Mirror!
I don't know why you bother asking such silly questions. Your audience can clearly see I'm the most beautiful woman here.
You are quite a striking woman, stepmother.
Can it? Really, Snow White? I'm so sick of your acts. Look at me, I'm Snow White, aren't I sweet?
Act? What act?
Are the contestants ready?
I am Magic Mirror. Thank you for asking.
Yeah? Sure? Whatever. I don't care about what other people think of me. Never have, never will.
Then let's begin. Hands on buzzers. Our first question is, describe a time where you helped someone else, even though you didn't have to. Snow White, start us off.
Well, one day I was skipping through the forest when I came upon a family of bunnies.
Here we go.
They looked so hungry and cold, I knew right away I must help them. So I took the warm shawl I was wearing and wrapped it around them, making a soft little nest. Then I gave them a basket of berries I'd collected.
Oh, sweet. What a kind and beautiful gesture that was.
I guess I have a soft spot for cute little furry creatures.
Evil Queen, what about you? What's about a time where you helped someone else? It doesn't have to be about cute little furry creatures.
Oh, I know. How about the time I decided not to kill my husband for disobeying my specific orders?
I don't think that's what we're looking for.
Ooh, how about the time I decided to give a fair maiden a beautiful lace for her bodice?
Maybe.
Actually, that fair maiden was me. And you cinched that bodice lace so tightly, I passed out and nearly died.
True.
I think this one goes to Snow White. Our next question is, tell me, what's the most thoughtful gift you've ever given someone? Snow White?
I have to say, the greatest gift I've ever given was the gift of a story. When I moved into the Seven Dwarfs cottage, I soon realized none of them have ever read a book. So that first night, I gathered everyone around the fireplace and told them wonderful stories about princesses and dragons and far off lands.
There is no gift like that of a story that entertains us and engages our imagination. Very good, Snow White. Evil Queen?
I actually have a great answer for this one. So one day, when I was taking a leisurely stroll through the forest, I came upon a cottage. In the cottage lived a maiden. Now this maiden was so lovely, I was just compelled to give her a gift. I presented her with my most prized possession, a beautiful comb for her hair.
A poison comb.
That's right.
The comb, it was poison. I'm the maiden she's referring to, and the comb she gave me was poison. As soon as it touched my head, I fell unconscious. If the dwarves hadn't found me in time, I would have surely died.
Hey, you just said it had to be a thoughtful gift. I put a lot of thought into that comb.
All right, moving on. Our next question is, name a time where you proved to someone else that they could trust you.
Oh, I have this one.
Eagle Queen, take it away.
So, once again, when I was taking a stroll through the forest, carrying a basket of apples, I came upon a very hungry maiden. I offered her one of my apples, but she seemed a little wary. I guess there had been a string of attacks on maidens in this particular forest.